our team building, we did some emojis, storytelling, and we did some profiles about ourselves. But the bulk of it was about the organization TEXSEF, Texas Scholastic Esports Federation. So overall, ladies and gentlemen, thoughts on today? It was a lot to unpack, but overall, what were your thoughts?
I thought today was great because it gave us like a central organization to refer to when we want to actually start doing official like competitions and trips and competitive aspects, even whether it's in person or online, which I thought that gave us a lot of good information. Also, I like the enthusiasm because I'm actually like Miss Tommy. I have a whole little design for a jersey for my school already. When I first heard esports was even a twinkle, so I'm with you on that one too. So
please share your ideas.
I'm gonna send you out some pictures, trust me. So. But I think it's great because I mean it just kind of shows that it's progressing to an actual like pathway to to a career. Not although I have a love, and I'm pretty sure we all do to some extent, have a love for video games at its core just for pure enjoyment. It actually just shows like hey, look, this is an organized curriculum, organized sport that we have procedures, we have rules, we have guidelines we have to abide by in order for this to be successful, as well as an actual organization made by teachers, which I think is great because that gives us like someone who's on our level to see like what do we struggle with instead of it being a far off reaching org with people that aren't involved in education. It really lets us know that they are student driven, student minded, but also have the experience of being in person on the ground in the classroom with students. So I thought that was a really great idea.
We did the personality Bartlett test, and the fact that we were explorers actually labeled every one of us. We're out here in new territory. We're adventuring. We're achievers. We want to get this done. And that little gamer psychology test nailed us to a T. And I was very, very impressed about it. That's going to be topic discussion for dinner.
Yeah, that was really crazy that every single one of us in this space are explorers. And I think that's very telling because yes, I have been in this space for 3-4 years. I'm still learning. You guys are, Tim's been in it, 1-2 years. Everybody is in the space in some way, shape, or form, but we're all still learning. And that's not just with esports, that's in education. Even with this new year, what are we doing? How are we maneuvering through coming out of, I'm not gonna say the pandemic is over with, y'all know that, but coming out of just what this was, we're still exploring new territory. What is this new year gonna look like beyond esports, beyond our careers, just everything. So that it's great that we're all on that same page.
Definitely a well-rounded exercise from the personality test that we did. We was able to pinpoint exactly what kind of gamer we were. Whether we were achiever, explorer, killer, and then I was able to see mine from it broke down exactly who I was. So I mean, it wasn't necessarily an eye-opener, it just confirmed the type of gamer that I was. As far as the creative exercise, I think that was pretty fun to have a team building exercise that we was able to collaborate with. We was all creative with our storytelling. When the guests came in today and they fully broke down exactly what to expect, I think that definitely nailed it. When we were talking about the jerseys, it just gave me a picture on what it is to come with this esports program. I'm pretty excited for it.
Working with TEXSEF, like any other platform that my kids are competing at, we're always producing the best of the best, hiring the best of the best. But I know for a fact that my kids can compete against the best of the best with any platform. But by us being a Title I school, we sometimes get frowned upon because we don't look the best of the best. And I support everything as being one, like all having jerseys, they're the same, or all having a collaborative design, because we got to stand out as the best of the best. When our kids see that, they're like, wow, we can't do that. They know they can because they're confident. And so not being cocky head is what I always teach my kids. And I know you have a game. I know you are competitive, but as far as the experience that you're gaining on competing at a level of, you're not physically competing all the time. You're strategically thinking, your movements, the way you communicate, you're communicating a lot more than just physical ability or running. So you need to make sure that you're being confident about what you're doing. And so just, I think coming together and that TEXSEF, showing us that jersey and stuff, I mean, that's always something my kids always want to be like. I see the platform, how we competing, but when they see other things, they're like, man, I want this culture to be this way. I remember taking them to a chess team, and the chess teams was like elementary kids beating up on us, but they had a culture. Everyone had to play. Taking them to a new robotics tournament, they had a culture. Everybody has to be a certain way, and so gaining that experience, really giving the kids the opportunity to see that is really great for them, because they're changing for the best. And I just see it, as being a real good thing. That's why I'm pushing it so hard.
Well, my thoughts are, I don't have too much to add because, they pretty much said it all. But I was impressed, actually, with everything I've seen today, especially the TEXSEF, especially the Esports. I can't wait to get the kids involved. It just sounds exciting to me.
I appreciate the feedback, and last year was a lot, with the pandemic, thinking that, oh gosh, can we do this? Are we able to do this? And there were some bumps and bruises, not gonna lie, but that's why we're doing this. And being that we're teachers first and foremost, that was important for us to tell that to you guys. Hey, we're teachers. We're gonna mess up. We're not gonna say that we know everything, and we want this share that calendar with you, that our process, because we also want to say, hey, look, we know that there's going to be testing at this point here. We know that there's going to be this here. We want to understand that you guys are driving the instruction. You guys are doing this after school. We understand how tight you are, because when we did this last year, we were in it to win, and we're going, oh my God, we're tired, and we got to teach tomorrow. So imagine you guys doing an after school club activity, but we're not only doing an after school club activity, but we're organizing a whole entire state. So, and we're doing it on our own, setting up the events and all that, and we're getting the feedback of what works and what doesn't work. And so we're glad, I'm glad on behalf of TEXSEF, I'm glad that you appreciate the layout and the structure. We're not saying that it's 100% perfect. We want you to tell us, hey, this isn't working, or this is great. So thank you.
One thing with TEXSEF, that was important. What wasn't working was the kids, by us being Carver, they automatically placed us in a smaller division. And this is UIL, they do us like that a lot. But my kids are like, I don't know. It's like that. I don't know. It's like, it's a mindset thing. Because if they place you with a smaller division, it could be a middle school. It could literally be a middle school. And that kind of messes with the youth that I need to continue to play my age or play older than me to get better.
Even the reality for the kids, like, whoa, this is a second grader and I'm in high school and this second grader is kicking my behind. How do I deal with that?
They can't. They lost that match and they're like, dang, that was a match. But you was like 3 out of 5. You gotta regroup it so you can win a whole game. And it's hard for them to put them back in a mode of, hey, be serious. Who cares who on the other side of the stick? They're still competing.
Right. And so that trains them to go back and say, okay, let's go back and play, because this ain't football, this ain't basketball, this ain't baseball where I'm physically playing with somebody that sort of looks like me. I'm playing against somebody in the virtual space that is just as good as anybody else. So the field is open. I don't know if they're male, female, 100 years old, or a year old. The field is open. And so now I gotta just be on top of my game. It doesn't matter. It's all inclusive. It's all equitable. So now they gotta think, okay, what does this look like now? Because now I just gotta just practice. So yeah, I really do appreciate all of that feedback, and thank you for just your support. Definitely thank you.
That is a reflection of your leadership, Bradford. If I have somebody in front of me that I think is going to lead me in the right direction, I sometimes work a lot harder. And
I appreciate that.
I'm very impressed with you.
Thank you.